Welcome to the Eclectic Thrifter and Crafter. Today we'll take a daylight tour of the build. It will be time very soon to take all the decorations down and put the doors away as we prepare to get started on the architectural finishes and decorating the interior of each room. We're going to be decorating each room one at a time. Right now we're going to take a look at the stonework in the daylight. It did come out the way I had hoped. Originally I had hoped for the Coupam Granite Green, but I realized that on a build this size that would have been a bit too much. But I can go back in the spring and go over areas with a green wash and give it that mossy touch that will give it that romantic aged look. In a few areas you can see where adjustments will have to be made. I need to drill these holes a little bit bigger so everything settles down evenly, and I do have some trimming to do in some places. But that's part of working out all the kinks on a project, especially when you're reverse engineering something from a picture. On that wall under the bookshelf there will actually be a false door there and one on the other side that will not open and close. These in-between stages of a project are the not so pretty parts. You don't often get to see those. I don't show much of that process in my videos because I have such a small workspace. This is the exhibit in billiard room, and on the list of things to do is adding a wall with a fireplace right there. And later on in the spring, I'll complete the railings for these upper doors. I'll complete the railings at the same time that I construct the wrought iron flower boxes for under each window. And I can add them at the same time, and it will be easier to construct them because I'm going to be using the same materials. The little doorway just beyond the window leads to the second floor of the library. On the library side of the door, it will look just like a bookcase. The more challenging rooms that need to be completed first will be the library rooms and the kitchen. The kitchen is going to be first on the list, beginning with the iron stove, then the inglenook hearth. The sink and work area is going to go just on the other side of the windows. The wallpaper is cut and the textured paper for the ceiling is pre-cut. It's all just tacked up with double-sided tape. The hallway and the bump out needs to be painted and trimmed. The archways and doorways do exist on the other side of that paper. The paper will be cut one at a time. I cut the lower level because I had several friends over and I furnished that lower level for them to see the build. I did make a few changes in my choice of wallpapers for different rooms. For the dining room, I did return back to the parrot wallpaper because I loved it so much, and it went so well with the black lacquer furniture. I like the view that goes all the way through to the dining room on the first floor. These hallways look dark, but once the stairwells are put in and the chandeliers are put in, it's going to be very pretty. To the left is a child's room, to the right is a combination sewing room and governess room. There is an archway on the right-hand side under the paper. When the electrical is run, each fireplace, including the stove area in the kitchen, will run independently from a switch on an outside panel. Each room will also run independently with its own switch. Thank you for joining me today with this little update. We will visit again very soon, and I'm going to be announcing a name change for the channel. I will let you know probably by this coming weekend. For the new year, I have decided to make a few changes, and changing the name of the channel is one of them. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please like and subscribe, and have a lovely, lovely rest of the week.